Hey guys, how's it going? Caprain here. Today I want to bring you guys a sponsored Shadowverse video where I go over how you generally want to build up your account. There's a lot of resources out there for Shadowverse, but I haven't seen much that focuses on this topic. Generally, the direction that you should try to follow if you want to grow the size of your Shadowverse account most effectively and efficiently. So yesterday I actually started up a new account in Shadowverse just to re-experience these things. I always talk up how Shadowverse has an amazing new player and free-to-play experience, and I basically got my chance to prove it, and it was also a lot of fun. I was looking forward to that stream for quite some time, and yeah, it's a big deal. If you just load up Shadowverse for the first time, this obviously changes, but yesterday when I did it, I got 52 packs for free. Just by creating the account, logging in, 52 packs of all the different expansions, and you have to remember each pack in Shadowverse has 8 cards. The rarity is generally pretty common. Like in my play session yesterday, the 52 packs plus I would estimate another dozen more, perhaps just through doing easy to do quests and tasks and missions. I got, I think it was 11 legendaries, just so you have some idea about how the rarity structure works in Shadowverse. So it is an extremely generous game, but more than that, it's not just the upfront generosity, it's the overtime generosity that is very well highlighted in Shadowverse. And I think a lot of people don't understand the full extent of that. So let's get into Shadowverse here. The first thing that you want to do to grow your account is log in every day. Shadowverse has permanent login rewards and temporary login rewards, and you can get probably an average of about 50 to 80 rupees, so like 50 to 80% of one pack, but again, the packs are 8 cards and fairly high rarity in Shadowverse. So you can start off, if you're just playing on a brand new account, to do the main storyline. Each of the 7 classes has their own story. This is something that they're continuously expanding. I think there's 14 chapters to about half of the classes. I completed Luna's. Now the last 2 actually get pretty difficult, but I was able to complete them just with cards obtained from my basically account creation pack. A few of them only go up to chapter 9 or 10 or so, but the bulk of the rewards happens in the first few missions, I believe in the first 6 to 7. So if you just want a few of the extra cards that they give you, and they're pretty key class cards, by the way, certainly if you open up your packs and you see that you got a lot of a specific class's cards, you should probably do the storyline for that class, at least the first few chapters, because you will get some cards that you will very likely require to make your decks powerful. So solo mode does not only include adventure mode, there's practice mode. And practice mode, you would think, oh, it's just, you practice against the opponent. But Shadowverse is actually a pretty feature-rich game. So when you select your opponent, you select whoever you want to play against, but you also select the difficulty. Every time, or the first time that you beat each of the classes on Elite Mode, you gain 100 rupees. And Elite Mode's not that hard. They recently came out with Elite 2, which gets a little bit hard. That's some meta decks, but because it's the AI and Shadowverse is a pretty skill-intensive game, you'll generally be able to beat Elite 2. I think I could beat at least half of them with my starting deck that I got in my brand new account yesterday. Elite 2 grants you 200 rupees per victory. So again, that's like 3 packs for each round of 2 matches that you can beat. Playing through multiplayer is a very interesting experience. You can play unranked matches. I don't think there's much of a point in that because the ranked system is actually superb. Shadowverse features a ranked system that does not reset your rank at the end of the month. So what does that mean? It means that people that have no business being in the early few ranks are not in the early few ranks. Whenever you make a new account, you're going to play literally other people who have new accounts 100% of the time. And Shadowverse is actually one of the biggest card games out there. You will find opponents from all across the world at every single rank whenever you choose to play. You're not going to play against AI or anything like that. You're going to play against complete noobs, basically, on new accounts. It's actually going to be a fair match every time, and it actually takes quite a long time to go through the ranks, but because they don't reset, not only is that pretty fair to new players, but it's a very smooth difficulty increase for a very long period of time. And it's not only that, while you have the rank, you have your score. Your score is the temporary part, and the score basically dictates how much you've played. So the score rewards, see, if I get 300, I get a Take-Two arena ticket. If I get 500, I get 30 rupees. 750, if I get 1,000, I get a pack. You get about 100 score, a little bit more if you have a win streak bonus. But this score resets at every month, and this is the only thing that resets every month. So basically, if you just play a little bit, you get constant rewards playing Shadowverse. Private matches are also a very interesting feature. You can create like a private room, or you can do like a specific match against one of your friends if you want. And doing a private match against someone who you haven't done a private match in the past against will reward you with 100 rupees for the first 20 times you do that. It can be, a bit of a challenge to find 20 people right away, but you should keep that in mind. If you find players online, if you find some of your friends want to play, challenge them to a match. You both get 100 rupees. That's a pack. That's 8 cards. That's another really good chance at a legendary card, for instance. Just keep in mind, if you're playing private matches against random people, it's not ranked mode. It might not be as fair of a match as you may think. The arena mode, Take-Two, I've highlighted in other videos. It is a system where you play 5 matches no matter how many you win or you lose. The Take-Two system is that where you pick between 2 pairs of cards, so things like tier lists and stuff don't really matter as much. Experience counts for a lot. Your overall feel for the game matters a lot. You get a lot of Take-Two tickets as part of your reward structure, and the bare minimum reward to a Take-Two is, you guessed it, a pack. So again, a lot of packs exist there. If you do choose to put in some money, there are some first-time deals for crystals. You can get 600 crystals for $6. You can buy cards, of course, through rupees, through the tickets that you get as rewards, but the first pack that you purchase every day comes at a 50% discount. So if you do want to put some money into the game and you still want to be very efficient with it, buying 1 pack a day is a pretty good way to do that. You can also buy the pre-built decks. The pre-built decks are not bad. You will actually do quite well with them, and at 500 crystals for the first time that you buy each one, that's a pretty good deal. The decks actually have several reasons to buy them, so let's see the deck. There we go. So you get multiple legendaries in these. You get multiple copies of very powerful and very useful cards. Now, these decks are not top tier decks, but they're pretty solid. You also get alternate art cards that you wouldn't otherwise be able to get. You also get like sleeves. So, there's a reason to get these. It helps new players and the people who really want to, satisfy all the alternate art, their full collection, they're able to do that as well. And you can buy some customization options. Recently they added like Street Fighter leaders. Saw me playing those probably in the last Shadowverse video. There's a lot of fluff, and there's a lot more that you can do. So the main direction that you should follow is going to be open up your packs. In my case, I saw that I got several legendaries and several high rarity cards that were Shadowcraft. So I looked up some Shadowcraft decks, and I tried to see what other less rare cards are required for the decks, and I saw how many of those I had. I saw that based on what most people included in their Shadowcraft decks, that a lot of the cards I didn't have were from the standard set and from the most recent Tempest of the Gods sets. So those are the 2 packs that I tried to buy, and that's generally what you should be doing. If you play free-to-play in Shadowverse, you will have a competitive deck fairly soon. I believe Swordcraft, Shadowcraft, and likely a few others that I'm not too familiar with are able to have very powerful free-to-play decks. Some people that have fairly old Shadowverse accounts do have even some of the most expensive decks out there, just because they're not only upfront, package is very generous, but the overtime rewards really do build up. If you play Shadowverse on a regular basis, you can put a little bit of money in to speed that up, but you are going to get somewhere. You're going to have competitive decks, and the transition of acquiring cards, acquiring experience, and ranking up all happens at once in a very good and smooth way. Now, if you do want to put in some money, again, let's say you have a lot of the high rarity Shadowcraft cards like I did through your 52 packs or however many. The 52 packs will change, but it'll be a lot. Still, whenever you pick up the game, if you want to put in like $5 in the game, you can just buy the pre-built Shadowcraft deck to kind of fill more of the gaps that you're missing from some of the more competitive decks out there. If you do want to look up what people are playing, some of the competitive decks, some of the knowledge, some of the stuff people are talking about it. A lot of the conversation is happening on the Shadowverse Reddit. The Shadowverse Reddit is growing steadily, and there's a lot of good information there. I'll include a link below for you guys to check that out. And yeah, I wish you luck on your adventures in building your own Shadowverse account. Enjoy the game. Hope you guys enjoyed my review, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.